Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you feeling today? That's wonderful to hear. Are you ready to sing the good morning song together? Let's make our arms into a big circle out in front of us like this, and raise that circle up, up, up over your heads. Now let's give a little stretch from one side, and stretch over to the other side, back up to the middle, and bring that circle right down in front of you. Now it's time to sing together. If you know the words, sing along with me. Here we go. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day so far. Let's jump right into circle time with our calendar and weather chart. Now the first thing that we do is talk about the date. And when we say the date, we begin with the month. The month is right up here. Do you know what the month is? February. That's right, friends. The month is February. And today is February 24th. So let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was February 23rd, and today is February 24th, 2021. All right, everyone, let me see those counting fingers like this. We're going to warm them up and stretch them. We have so much counting to do. We need to count all of the days that we've had in the month of February together. Let's start up here at the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Whew, that was quite a lot of counting. We counted 24 days in the month of February. Now it's time to move on to the Days of the Week song. But I'm wondering, how many fingers should I hold up for this next song? Can you show me? 7! That's right, friends. Because we have 7 days in our week, we need to hold up 7 fingers for the next song. If you know the words, will you sing along with me? Here we go. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now let's travel back down to right here. Do you remember what the day was yesterday? I'll give you a clue. Yesterday was Tuesday. That's right, friends. Yesterday was Tuesday. So that means that today is Wednesday. You're right. Today is Wednesday. So that means that tomorrow will be Thursday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. But let's go back to today. Will you sing Today is Wednesday with me? It goes like this. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Let's travel back up to the top. Right up here we have the season. Do you know what the season is? That's right, it's winter time. And depending on where you live, the winter time may look a little bit different from where I live. So where I live in the winter time, it's very, very cold and we get lots and lots of snow. But look at this, friends. That means that it's time to sing the weather song. If you know the words, sing along with me. It goes like this. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Friends, I know that I said that in the wintertime at my house, usually it's very, very cold and snowy, but look at this. It looks like the weather has changed. It's a cloudy day when I look outside. The sky is gray and white, and my temperature chart is no longer on blue. It changed to light blue because today is cool outside. The temperature has gone up a little bit more. It's no longer cold. It's cool today. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Look out the window and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing with me, friends. Now, because we all live in different places, the weather is going to look different depending on where you live. Now let's move on to the letter of the week. This week, we have been talking about this letter. Do you remember the sound that this letter usually makes? Let's make that sound together. G, G, G. Now this letter sometimes makes another sound. Do you remember what that sound is? J, J, J. Now do you know what this letter is called? G. That's right, friends. This is a lowercase g. And usually this letter makes G, G, G sound. But sometimes it also makes the sound J, J, J. This is a lowercase g. All right, friends, are you ready to guess what's inside of the letter box today? Let's see what I have. So remember, I have something that starts with the letter G, and this makes the sound G, G, G. I'll give you a couple of clues, and if you know what it is, you can take a guess. Let's see. Here is your first clue. So this is something that you put on your hands to cover them. You can wear them outside in the winter, or you can use them when you're working outside, like in the garden. Do you have any ideas? Are you ready to see? So inside of the box, I have a pair of gloves. I call this a pair or a set of gloves because I have two of them. 2 gloves for my 2 hands. Now, gloves are different from mittens because gloves have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spots for each one of your 5 fingers to go in. Gloves start with the letter G, G, G. Friends, we also have a number to talk about today. This is the number of the week. Do you remember what number this is? 12. That's right. This is the number 12. And 12 is a double-digit number because when you write the number 12, first you write the number 1, and then you write the number 2, the number 12. Now it's time to count 12 tally marks together. Now remember, tally marks are just lines that I'm going to write at the bottom of the chalkboard, and you can count them with me. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across, 11, 12. 12 tally marks. Now let's see what's inside of the box to count today. I have 12 pebbles. Pebbles are small rocks. And as we count them, I'm going to line them up on the top of the box like this so that you can see. Are you ready to count with me? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more makes 12. 12 pebbles. What is your favorite thing to drink when you're thirsty? Maybe milk, water, or maybe a type of a juice. Now the first thing that you have to do before you take a sip is pour the liquid into the cup. So let's jump right into today's work. But first I want to show you a really awesome experiment. So right here I have a cup, and inside of this cup I have some red water. I also have an empty cup and a piece of string. Now I soaked the string inside of a cup of water for about a minute until it was nice and wet. I'm going to take one end of the string and put it inside of the first cup. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other end, but put it inside of the second cup like this. Now I'm going to lift up the red cup of water. I'm going to hold the string right here just so that it doesn't fall out. And watch what happens to the string as I tilt the cup and pour the red water into the other cup. Do you see how the red water travels down the string and into the empty cup? I'm pouring it slowly, and the water is traveling down the string. Just like that. Were you able to see that, friends? I poured the water from this cup into the other cup, but I used the string, and the water traveled from this cup through the string into the other cup. So for today's work, you will not need a piece of string, but you will need to use both of your hands. Let's go check it out. For today's work, you will need 2 cups, one full of water and one empty. You can also use 2 bowls or 2 water pitchers, and you will also need a sponge. So take your first cup, the one that has water, and you're going to pour the water from this cup into this cup. So when you're pouring, you want to take both of your hands and hold the bottom of the cup like this and lift it up over to the other cup and pour the water in like this. Now this cup is empty and this cup is full of water. So let's practice pouring the water from this cup back to the first cup. So take both of your hands and you're going to hold the bottom of the glass, lift it up, and hold it over the top of the other cup and pour it in. As you're pouring, if any water spills, take your sponge and you can just wipe up the water. Maybe some of the water is dripping down the glass. You can wipe it up there. And you can also use dried beans or uncooked rice and practice pouring that instead of the water or in addition to the water. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Remember, liquid is not the only thing that you can pour. You can also do this work with dried beans, uncooked rice, even popcorn kernels. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and find me on outschool.com for my live and interactive classes. You can also support this channel and get access to bonus features for your child by checking out my Patreon page, also listed in the link below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, but before we go, we have one last song to sing. Can you wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. See you tomorrow, everybody. Goodbye.